out of it. Sean Condon's come from nowhere up the inside.
Is that...
Geez, that's Glenn Allen.
Glenn Allerton up there into fourth place.
Runs wide. Maxwell back up the inside of him. Their two are going to touch there on the exit. One of them's going to send another one wide.
Maxwell has to play second fiddle.
Station, he does.
So there's
Magee there on shot, number 38.
And right next to, I think that was Mad Mike Jones.
So Herfoss leading Wagner at the moment. And Condon right there. Then Allerton, Halliday, Maxwell.
Just looking at the field go through there at turn 5, do you reckon Sean Condon is all pumped up for this one?
I think he is. I think, yeah, he had such a great result yesterday. He won't be happy with that 7th this morning, so he'll be able to make amends for that. So that being chased by Linden Magee there. Swann Insurance main straight. Herfoss tips in. Wagner, wow, straight across in front of him. Jeez, is he going to run what? No, he keeps it in close. Wagner was scraping his elbow at a few positions around here yesterday. Herfoss switches back to the inside. No, Wagner backs it in. Keeps it together, holds it tight, elbow down here, I think he is. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much right. Herfoss second, Condon third, Allerton still in fourth. Allerton will be pumped with this. That's fantastic to see him make that much step forward.
Someone has really lit Glenn Allerton's fuse, because at the moment he has just gone off like a bomb, and he's up there in fourth place.
Somebody's got into the pits and suspended him in midair with a series of uppercuts and said, get your act together, boy, and he's done it. I'll tell you what.
Great to see him then drifting the Panigale, the race's edge.
Allerton up the inside of Condon. And he stood him up, ran a little bit wide. He's lit up.
Cru Halliday's given Condon the treatment as well.
Too. Wow.
The way the Yamaha's actually, it looks to be handling a lot better in this race, but the thing is, it's the tyre wear that's going to be the problem, and we'll know about lap 10 or 10 laps to go of how that tyre wear is actually affecting the now very potent in a straight line Yamahas.
Cru Halliday up the inside of Allerton, thinks about it, no. Allerton holds on. Maxwell really had the rear lit up there coming onto the main straight. Maxwell's generally one of the riders that can really ride with a back tyre that's totally shagged. But this weekend so far, he was the top finishing Yamaha man yesterday, but Cru outdid his teammates this morning. But looks like Allerton's going to try and finish the weekend on top here.
And Aiden Wagner, the fastest man again on that last lap with a 31.276. Herfoss was a 31.3. Allerton 31.6. Halliday 31.6. Maxwell a 31.5. 31.7 for Sean Condon, 31.7 for Mike Jones, and a 32 flat for Matty Walters.
So Lane's been having such a controlled weekend, hasn't he, Wayne Maxwell? He knows it's a long season, 7 rounds, he's the reigning champ, knows how to win a championship, but just making sure he doesn't get involved in anything or make any silly mistakes, just make sure he leaves here with as many points on the board as possible.
I think what he knows is, Trev, you can't win a championship at the first round, but you can certainly lose it.
The Yamaha's 3 wide down the chute. Halliday knows heading in front and has the inside line from Halliday. Does squeeze through Halliday. So third place for Cru now. So will he be able to make any steps forward? Close down those Honda men. Glenn's not going to try and let him get away, but no, he thinks better of it. Halliday very deep into here. Going to run a little bit wide, but claws it back.
And if Sean Condon about to repay the favour to Team Yamaha Racing for giving him a bit of a nerfing treatment at turn 9 a couple of laps ago, and also the fact too that of all of the bikes out there, the one that would be easiest to ride after stepping up from the Supersport bike would be the Honda, which is, a lot of the riders say, is just like a big Supersport machine.
Yep.
And Aiden Wagner is certainly taken to that bike like a duck to water this weekend. And I reckon it's only going to be a couple of laps until Sean Condon is really trying to find a way past those very rapid Yamahas.
Yesterday he did start to come really into his own after the rear tyre wear became an issue. And traditionally here this weekend, there's 10 laps to go now. This is about when the boys really start spinning that rear tyre up.
Well, Cru Halliday really starting to get away from both Allerton and Maxwell at the moment.
He was the man that impressed on Friday. Cru, of course, in qualifying trim, but of course, not much development yet with that Yamaha to try and make that rear tyre last the whole 15 laps, 67.5 kilometre race distance.
The bike is still very standard.
The Honda has the advantage. That's it. It is very standard, as they all are, really.
Yeah, but even down to the Yamaha's actually still using the standard foot pegs the way it rolled off the showroom floor, because they just don't have parts.
But it's probably got 15, 20 horsepower, perhaps even over the Honda. So
Maxwell up the inside of Allerton.
Okay, so Maxwell is making his march forward now. Fastest lap, Herfoss, 31.1. 31.3 that time around for Wagner, so the gap back down to 0.2 of a second. Team Honda 1.235 in the championship last year, and of course everybody nearly ruled them out of this one with the new R1M, and of course they're not allowed to modify the engines much at all in this category. It's well, pretty much out the truck and then sort the suspension and go racing. So
Condon and Jones now onto the back of the Yamaha trio.
Wagner's still holding sway over Herfoss, but with 9 laps to run, the party's far from over. big hi to Josh Hook out there, because no doubt he's watching his previous teammates go hard out here. We had a bit of a video call with him last night over dinner in Japan, where he's been doing lots of training, setting up for Suzuka in the All Japan Superbike Championship. So good luck to you over there this year, Hookie. Should be a great adventure, and we look forward to seeing your results.
Well, and also too the fact that the All Japan Superbike Championship features very, very trick motorcycles.
Certainly does.
And some pretty trick riders as well.
Yep. And
Maxwell up the inside of Halliday.
I think Yamaha's won 5 out of the last 7, and the last 3 in succession of that All Japan Championship. So if he can bring home the bacon for Honda, he will be the flavour of the month.
Well, Maxwell now up into a very, very good position into third on the road. Leading the Yamaha trio of Cru Halliday and Glenn Allerton right behind him.
Has a moment there.
Well, the other thing with Wayne Maxwell is he's very, very smooth. That's one of the reasons why he's so good.
Cru on the gas really.
But also Maxwell's starting to get it sideways, and he seemed to try and catch it as the Honda boys go across the line. There was 0.2 of a second in their lap time for that last lap.
Up the inside, pulls out.
So a 31.5 for Aiden Wagner, a 31.7 for Troy Herfoss. The rest of the field all the way back to Linden Magee in 9th position on the satellite Honda, all in the 32-second bracket.
So the fast 2 again is going to be Team Honda unless something drastic happens here.
You wouldn't put that out of the equation, Trev, either, would you?
Certainly would.
Well, I mean, Paul Free's hoping that is not what happens, but, well, you never know, because these two desperately want to win, both of them.
And, they put on a fantastic display this weekend. You saw Herfoss at the interview. He was just so stoked, even though he was second to Wagner in that first bout this morning. He was just so stoked to perhaps silence the knockers that had already written them off before this race came round. But stamped their dominance once again, which, well, they surprised everyone last year, and they surprised everyone again this year.
Well, last year there were 4 riders in the team. All 4 riders won races. All 4 white riders won rounds in a 6-round championship. And they finished, as you said, 1, 2, and
3 and 5.
3 and 5 overall. So unbelievable effort from Team Honda on the bike that is the oldest. But certainly now with the addition of the SP, one of the trickiest out there.
Yep.
Magee and Ben Burke.
Oh, Wagner really backing it in that time into turn 2. Herfoss is going to go up the inside. Pulls out. Geez, he could have been nasty there, but of course he doesn't want to do that to his teammate. If it was somebody else, he might have parked it under there, but it might not be quite so nice when it comes down to the final lap, perhaps. But 6 laps to go here, and it's 15 lapper. Great having these longer races where we can really settle in and have your various battles through the pack field.
Well, and also you start to employ a tyre strategy, don't you, Trevor?
Yeah. Which is good. It's what. And of course, these boys, if they want to go overseas or do it, that's why they say. I've spoken to high-end Japanese engineers from HRC, and they say that's why the Aussie boys go so well generally when they jump on a strange bike in a different championship, because they're used to riding around, not having the best grip at all times and having the best of this and the best of that all the time. So it's good for them, great for their development. That's why Aussie riders are so strong.
And also too.
So, geez, what have we got? Jonesy's closing in on them.
Yeah,
32-1.
He came with Sean Condon as well, and that's what this 5-bike battle now, all the way back from 3rd to 7th place. 0.8
of a second covers 3rd to 7th. So, certainly, that final podium position, it's far from settled, and it's not just a Yamaha competition. There's 2 Kawasaki's in the mix as well. Herfoss up the inside of Wagner into turn 1 with 4 laps to run. Takes the race lead, holds it tight. They'll slide through here. Is Wagner going to have a quick look straight up the inside? No, nowhere near close enough to do it. Herfoss backs it in. And
what has Troy got up his sleeve, Trev?
Ex-Australian Supermoto champion, AMA Supermoto champion,
former factory
X-Games gold medalist or something, plus this, that and the other. And, bicycle race winner or whatever. It's got 2 wheels. He wins races on it and goes fast.
Well, I think this year he's won mountain bike races and superbike races and road push bike races.
and dirt track races.
Oh, and dirt track races. Of course, the Americana champion at the Troy Byles Classic.
Oh, big slide from Wagner that time around.
And here comes his
Halliday's
battle.
in front of Maxwell.
Then Allerton,
Condon, Jones.
Yeah, and the next rider back behind them is Matty Walters on the Rover Coaches Kawasaki Connection ZX10. Then Linden Magee, Ben Burke on the SA Motorcycles BC Performance. Then Ben Henry on the second of the Cube Racing Machines.
Oh, Allerton, massive sideways. That was a beautifully controlled slide, I should say. It was massively sideways, but it was beautifully controlled. That was which is quite a delight to watch. So Allerton might be a man to watch on these last 3 laps because he looks quite happy with no grip at the rear now.
Aiden Wagner getting the hippie shake there from the Team Honda Racing CBR 1000 SP. Elbow down around through turn 2. He's not obviously worried about edge grip on the Dunlop control tyre at the moment.
I wonder if Paul Free's actually able to watch this.
Well, I don't know. Is there any wildlife running around in pit lane? He may have had a kitten or two.
Just hiding in the truck somewhere, looking at a white wall or something like that, perhaps.
Actually, I think they can just hear some whimpering coming from the truck.
2 and a bit laps to run.
Well, Jamie Stouffer was here this weekend. I wonder what input he's provided to Aiden Wagner's
Well, he was out on the
performance.
out riding around different points of the circuit, looking at Aiden's corner entry and exit and his attitude on the bike, and then coming in between sessions and giving Aiden some pointers with where perhaps he could improve his performance. And so we'd sit down after each session with Paul Free and Jamie Stouffer and go through what's what. And that's why he's had such an accelerated learning curve, I guess, is having those boys in your corner is always going to help you. And but to come out here on Superbike debut and do what he's done is, well, I struggle not to use swear words, but plenty of superlatives anyway.
Yeah, the other thing is, though, too, that he's, as we said, he's been preparing for...
big moment for Wagner there. Herfoss looks up the inside. He's going to do it.
There he goes.
He's going to put it there. He's going to stop, turn it. Wagner looks back to the inside, and he will keep it together.
The whimpering has just got louder from the Team Honda truck.
So it's Herfoss maybe going to try change the direction into 6. He goes the outside line here, which does set it up.
They're both looking a little bit wild and woolly now, aren't they?
No, he pulls it back in tight, so he's not going to try.
But both of them starting to really, well, the bike attitude indicates that they're really pushing over the limit at the moment.
They're having a go. So look, 8 seconds they have on their pursuers now.
This really is a battle for the race win.
This has been such a display of dominance, but by these two this weekend, which well, yeah, it's amazing, really. Herfoss sideways. It'll be the last lap board when they come around the stripe this time, of course.
And Herfoss that 131, 122.
Top 7 still in the 31s, Phil. Top 7 all doing 31 still.
I think that's a fair indication that they've sorted out whatever tyre wear issues they had.
Herfoss is in the lead.
That must have happened down on the entry into Ipone corner, turn 2. Will Aiden Wagner let his teammate have victory? I don't think so.
Don't think he'll let him, but he might not put too much risk on the line, perhaps, but if an opportunity is there that is not, oh, geez, he's got some speed through there.
See the corner speed of Aiden Wagner. That's 600 Supersport style, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's now right onto the back of Troy Herfoss. Probably lost a fraction.
Oh, no, that's going to
on the way out of turn 6, past the Kawasaki signs.
Slide and a wheelie, but geez, he just seems to be able to recover so quickly. He's not going to be able to have a go down here. Troy won't know exactly how close he is at this point. So, but he's not running an overtly defensive line, which of course is good because it's not slowing him down too much.
He also reminds me of Josh Hook in the way that he seems to be able to do things that should slow him down, but get away with it and doesn't actually lose time on the racetrack. And he's actually in position now that he could slipstream Herfoss to the line.
He's going to get the gas down. Herfoss on it hard, Wagner on it hard, Wagner right behind. He's going to pull. Herfoss will move to the inside. They'll swing from side to side. Herfoss will stay there on the yellow line. Gets the win. So as per yesterday, the two boys share a win. Herfoss gets the race 2 win, so thus Herfoss will win the round.
And the battle for Team Yamaha honours goes to Wayne Maxwell on bike number 1 with well, what is that, 2/10 of a second.
The Honda boys congratulate each other on the warm down lap. There's Troy Herfoss and Aiden Wagner, and geez, you can. There's going to be, I think, some quiet celebrations in the Team Honda camp this evening. I think as pleased as they will be, they'll
just see Troy Herfoss giving Wayne Maxwell the pump, just pumping him up a little bit more.
Yeah, he'll be loving it.
So look at that is the Cru Halliday and Wayne Maxwell finished equal on points. Wayne Maxwell will get 3rd overall because
the second, he was further ahead in that second stanza. So,
and there is also a video review in progress for 6th, 7th, 8th, and or 6th, 7th, and 9th. So that would be between Ben Burke and Matt Walters for 9th place, and 6th and 7th between
Mike Jones and Sean Condon. 1,000th of a second the time has had between Jones and Condon in the battle.
Well, congratulations to you, Troy. A great way to finish off. 1 point leader going into the second round, but by gee, he's done a great job, hasn't he, with you and with Honda?
Yeah, man, hats off to Sean and Paul Free, the crew chiefs for Aiden and I. Have worked together really well, and it shows. Our bikes are very similar, and and very, very competitive. Unbelievable. The bikes are even better than last year. It's so good. And hats off to Aiden in that race. He rode a strong race, and he didn't really have a look around, but I noticed early that we had quite a big gap, and I also knew that these big long limbs don't push wind that well, and so I had to wait and wait and wait, and I was so patient. I knew he actually missed a gear, and I didn't want to lead, but he missed a gear, and then luckily for me he was eager to get to the front again, and so I just had to wait and really bite my time. It was sort of like riding, like it was like just a waiting game the whole time. We were so close, and he was setting a really good pace. So full credit to the team, everyone involved.
Well done, mate. 1 point leader going into the second round. We'll let you go and rest up. You're obviously very tired. Well done.
Thanks, Lance.
Good on your second.
It's been a great weekend aboard the CBR. So the old man outsmarted me there, you know, towards the end. let me do the donkey work and put the hard laps in at the end. But no, well done to him, and well done to everyone else. And couldn't have done it without Team Honda Racing putting together such a great package and a great bike. So looking forward to whatever the future may bring, and well done to everyone else.
Welcome to first grade, young man.
Thanks.
Good on
the guys have been working super hard, and I think people underestimate how much we've been on the back foot and how underprepared that we are. It just shows, you know, how good the team is around me. My mechanic Warren's not here with me today. He's in hospital. He's got something wrong with him, so he left this morning. So, but the rest of the team took up the slack, and full credit to them. You know, so we'll just have to wait and see, and a bit of testing, and we definitely need it. And it's still a solid result first out.
Good on you, mate. At least you got it down.